Oh, it's over. It's over.
You can still see he's going to plead to continue,
It's
but
over.
the fight is over. And Zhilei Zhang has pulled off the minus 1100 upset on Joyce, the juggernaut. Did everything he'd done before, but he'd never faced a puncher like Zhilei Zhang and someone who could do that type of damage to his face. And today,
I don't know why, but my gut told me this was going to be a really good fight. New Chinese Communist Party WBO interim champion, Big Bang, Zhilei Zhang. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. Boy, man, talk about an upset. And it was a good stoppage because if it's not broken, his face was on the way to be broken. The way he was eating those left hands, I'm talking about like he was having some issues. So now, is there a rematch clause? Because this just shook up the 100, the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury was talking of possibly fighting Joyce, and that was a fight that possibly could have happened. Joyce being 39 years old, right? 37 years old. He just didn't look the same, but a lot of people thought that CCP, Chinese power, President Xi would be proud. And she is feeling it. She is feeling it. I was wondering how he was going to be able to deal with that unwavering, unfaltering force of power of the Chinese. And he didn't. I won't be surprised if his face is broken. So now the heavyweight division has just been shooken up. Zhilei Zhang is the WBO mandatory for Alexander Usyk. The WBA is Daniel Dubois. There's those rumors of that Saudi tournament that would see, what was it, Wilder Ruiz, Fury Joshua, and then the winner fight Usyk? Or is it Wilder Usyk, Joshua Fury, and the winner, how does that work? So we're going to listen to the post-fight interview, and let's talk about some rankings here really quickly. So Tyson Fury, WBC champion, there's his face might be broken. That joint might be broken. He came in very light at about 258 pounds or so. Let's look at some brief clips and highlights. He just kept eating those left hands. Like he wasn't doing nothing, and then they started doubling up. And they were so like clean and precise. They were just so clean. I'm talking about like straight, crisp. You can't throw a left hand better than that. And Joyce not having any head movement and being so slow and plodding. But the thing is, he wasn't a juggernaut tonight. You know what I said? If I remember correctly, let's listen in.
Winner by way of technical knockout and new WBO interim heavyweight champion
flag,
of
homie.
the world, Zhilei Big Bang Zhang.
make no mistake about it, the real champions, the real kings in the division are Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. But Zhilei Zhang made history for China tonight as he becomes the first Chinese world champion at heavyweight. And here are the power punch stat numbers. 78 of 140 landed for Zhilei Zhang. The heavyweight average is in the 40s. He got into almost Shakur Stevenson territory at 56%. And that's pretty impressive, holding Joyce to 24% in power punches. And you see in the face of Zhang just what this means to him, what this means for his country. An Olympic silver medalist that makes good and wins gold at the professional level.
Pride of Patterson, New Jersey, Zhilei Zhang.
I know, and he lives in New Jersey. So this just shook up everything. And honestly, I think that he can beat Joyce even if there was a rematch. Joyce, you know, he was looking unstoppable. And as the boogeyman, after he did that demolition job on Joseph Parker in September of last year. And this was a tough fight for him to take. I commend that. But so much to lose. For example, he weighed in at 271 for the Joseph Parker fight and 256 for this fight. And he looked even slower. He looked like it was nothing on his punches. There was at no point in time that Zhilei Zhang looked like he was hurt. And this is the lowest he's been since he fought Brian Jennings, Philadelphia fighter, back in 2019, 4 years ago, nearly.
What does this win mean for you and for China?
你是第一个打败乔伊斯的人，对你个人、对中国意味着什么？
Yeah, today is my 今天属于我，属于观众，属于中国来的全民，谢谢你们。
Today belongs to me, belongs to everyone who showed up, belongs to every Chinese who showed up.
You are 39 years old. Is this just the beginning for Zhilei Zhang? Where do you go from here?
你39岁了，下一步怎么走？
我39岁，年龄对于我来讲就是一个数字，因为我自律，因为我刻苦，我的目标就是世界冠军。下一步我要挑战冠军。
I'm 39 years old, but I'm disciplined. I train hard. Next step, I'm going for the title.
Congratulations, Zhilei. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joe Joyce. Well, Joe, it wasn't the result and the way that you wanted it to go down, but a very tough southpaw. You took on a very big challenge. How do you feel about your efforts tonight?
Well, good. I'm just disappointed with my performance. Like, I think, the right hand he kept hitting me with, it was like I couldn't get out of the way. So respect to Zhilei Zhang, Big Bang. It was a good fight. I think I could have done better. I think because I haven't fought a southpaw for so long, and it was and credit to him because he's a good fighter, and I gave it my all. I think I could do better, but yeah, it's just disappointing. Like I expected to win like I normally do, but so yeah, thanks for all the support and congratulations.
A southpaw and a very big puncher. It was a very fast start from him. What advice were you given? What could you have done better?
I think just a little bit more practice and stuff. Like I think, well, Zhilei Zhang's a fellow silver medalist. He's a good fighter. He hits hard, and he's an awkward style because he's a southpaw, and he's a powerful southpaw at that. And yeah, I just couldn't get away from. I kept on getting hit with the right, with his left hand, and so I'm disappointed. And I'd like to apologise to all my fans and supporters, but thank you for coming down here, man. And I'll be back. My journey's not over. This is just a hurdle I may have tripped over, so I'll be back.
He's 39. George Foreman became a world champion at 45. You still have plenty of time. You will have to heal and recover your eye, but what do you think are the next steps?
Yeah, well, man, maybe it's payback for the bar's eye. I got my eye done as well. Never mind, I'll be back.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and we wish you the best of luck with your recovery.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here next. Oh, he's talking to Frank Warren's son. Oh, we ain't going to get to see that. It's going to be interesting to see where he goes next. Because right now, I used to say it's kind of like a Game of Thrones tournament that's been going on in the heavyweight division, with one by one fighters have been getting eliminated piece by piece, to where the heavyweight division used to have a lot of undefeated fighters at one point in time. You know, now you have Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, you know, sitting at the top. Felix Hergovitz barely survived the Chinese power. You know, guys like Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, even Shannon Briggs. Well, he was pushed out because of his age and drug testing. Somehow Mahmoud Charr is still hanging around. But now it's really been like thinning out. These guys have been canceling each other out. So, ironically, now you have Zhilei Big Bang Zhang in the top 7 at least. So let me tell you who my top heavyweight fighters are. Number 1, Tyson Fury. Number 2, Alexander Usyk. Number 3, Deontay Wilder. Number 4, Anthony Joshua. Number 5, I'm going to give it to Andy Ruiz. Number 6 is where things start getting tricky. Do I put Zhilei Zhang over Hergovitz? Yes, because I think he won that fight, even though it was barely. I'm going to put Zhilei Zhang, Hergovitz, Ottawa Lean, Gerald Anderson, Luis Ortiz. Damn, Dylan White's in there. I don't feel like redoing my count. So Dylan White, I'm going to put him above Luis Ortiz, below Ottawa Lean. But that's just to give you a little taste on how I view the heavyweight division. So depending on what Tyson Fury's going to do, because he shit the bed when it came to Alexander Usyk, and if we're going to hear something about that tournament, and when would we hear it? I'm guessing, it's not if it's going to happen later on this year with all these guys being on the same card, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Usyk or Andy Ruiz. That's just, I can't even wrap my head around that. But Dylan White versus Big Bang Zhilei Zhang. Don't be surprised if we see that fight. Also, does Zhilei Zhang, does Joe Joyce have a rematch clause? And if not, does BT Sport, Frank Warren, have an option to promote Zhilei Zhang's next fight? It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Take your time, like the video, subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with 5v360. CCP, look, they're already celebrating. They're already celebrating. All the Chinese officials, they're all out. They're celebrating. They got the news that CCP Zhilei Zhang won. Millions and billions watching all throughout the nation.